weekend, mom is here and we are going to make something very special. Indian treat, Gulab Jamun. It's almost like Timbits. Canadians would know what a Timbit is. It's like small round sweet balls, and so we are going to make this dessert, Indian dessert called Gulab Jamun. Really tasty, and we normally make it on special occasions. And mom is here, it's a special occasion, so mom is gonna show you how to make Gulab Jamun today. So let's get started. In our bowl, 3 cups of sugar, powdered sugar, and in this we are going to go ahead and add 4 cups of water. And this is going to be our chashni. We're gonna put it on low heat and let sugar mix in with water so that it's like a sweet water, and we call it chashni. We have in our bowl 3/4 of a cup maida, that is all-purpose flour. So 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, in which we are going to go ahead and add 1.5 cup of instant skim milk powder. Along with all-purpose flour and instant skim milk powder, we are adding 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 250 milliliters of whipping cream. And we're gonna mix it to make a smooth dough. So mom, how long have you been making Gulab Jamun?
15 years.
15 years, all right. So 15 years of experience right there in that bowl. And just to give you a quick idea, we are using Pacific makes 5 liters instant skim milk powder, and we only used about 1.5 cup of that, and whipping cream 250 milliliter. All right, our dough is kind of ready, nice and soft, as you can see.
Make small ones.
And now we're gonna make small balls out of it. All right, so mom is making small round dough balls. You can put like little bit of oil on your hand so that the dough doesn't stick. And while the dough balls are getting ready one side, we have our oil heating on the other, and we are going to deep fry those dough balls to make Gulab Jamun. And here we have about 1/2 liter of oil. You can use any oil. We are using canola oil. And here we are just mixing sugar with water. 3 cups sugar, 4 cups of water. Our oil is hot enough, so now we are just gonna remove it from the heat and let it cool down. We don't want it to be absolutely cold, but we want it to be warm. Now the reason we want it to be warm and not hot, because if we put these dough balls in hot oil, they're gonna burn. They look like they are done from the outside, but they'll still remain undone from the inside. So the main thing to note in this recipe is that the oil should be warm so that these round dough balls are done thoroughly from inside as well as outside. Round dough balls are ready, so make sure that they are about the same size, so more or less the same size here. And I've got about 36, so if you're making them a little bigger, they're gonna be little less, yeah, like about 30, and even more, make them a little smaller, but this is the ideal size. Our oil was warm enough, and put our dough balls in this oil, and they are cooking. Gonna cook them for 2-3 minutes until they are brown from the outside, and they will be soft, nice, cooked from inside. They're gonna increase in size a little bit. If your dough balls are too big already, then probably it's gonna explode. So make sure it's the right size. With that, we are getting the desired brown color. And there was a time mom used to make like 300 to 400 at a time for our Diwali function. Taking them out now. Putting them on our tray so that the oil can seep down. And then we'll go ahead and put them in our sugar water so that they soak in the sweetness, and that's how they become sweet. I'll put the next batch in. Our second batch is cooking. We'll go ahead and add those in. There you go, they are in. They're gonna soak in all the nice sugariness from that water. Got in the water and we're just gonna cover them and give them few seconds. Gulab jamuns out of that sugary water, and I'm gonna go ahead and place them in a tray. Our beautiful gulab jamuns are ready. We are gonna cool them down and then they will be ready to be served. They are mostly enjoyed cold, but you can enjoy them warm as well. You try out this recipe tonight and let me know how it works for you, and don't forget to subscribe to eateastindian.com, and I'll see you again with another exciting recipe.